In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these tiny mushrooms. We're going to be making a mushroom garland, or you can just have a little mushroom buddy, a little support mushroom, if you will. Alright, let's get started. So for today's video, you will need a 5mm hook and some red yarn and some white yarn. I am, however, currently using a 4.75mm hook because I cannot find my 5mm hook, but it's close enough. So ignore my obviously not 5mm hook. And this is a really easy thing to make. At a certain point though in the project, we're gonna get to like kind of a weird bit. You're gonna be like, I thought you said this was easy to make. It is. I believe in you. You got this. Don't overthink it. So we're gonna start off with a magic circle. And then we're going to do 10 single crochets. And once you have 10 stitches, you'll just tighten that up. Slip stitch into the first stitch. Then chain 1. And now, instead of going in the entire V or going into the back loop, which is usually common, we're going to be going in the top loop only for the next row. So in that same stitch you just went in, you're going to go top loop only, single crochet, and then we're going to do a pattern, top loop only, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets. So top loop only 1, top loop only 2. We're going to do that all the way around. And when you get done, there should be 15 stitches. You're going to go into that last one, slip stitch, chain 2, pull a little bit of a tail, pull that through, and secure it. And now with the white yarn, I'm going to do a slip stitch. I'm going to turn this over, and in those back loops is where we're going to be working. I'm going to go into that first one. Pull that through. I'm going to crochet over the tail. And I'm going to do, and we're going to be decreasing, so I'm going to do this in here. I'm going to go into the next loop, pull that through, and then, so it's kind of like a half double crochet. I'm going to go in, pull up a loop, go to the next row, go in, pull up a loop, make sure that tail is over, and then pull through. and now it's going to look like you have like one loop left. So I'm going to go ahead and count how many I have on here, which is 5. I'm going to go ahead and go in that last loop and just do 1 single crochet. Go into that first one. Slip stitch and chain 1. And now we're just going to do a single crochet in every loop all the way around. Right, we have 2 rows, which is usually enough to start stuffing this in there. And there's going to be 4 rows in total, so we just got done doing 2. And that was the 4th and final row. So I'm going to chain 1 and then chain 2, pull out the tail and cut it. Open it up a little bit. And this is where you'll take scraps from the other ones because you end up cutting some of this off. And you'll use that to stuff the mushroom. And you will take your yarn needle and then in the front loop of these last stitches, you'll just go in and pull it shut. And then I like to go back into a few stitches to kind of secure it, and I'll go right down the middle. And then I will take the red and this is where you get your scraps from. This is what you'll be using, or at least what I use to stuff these, because you might as well not waste it. And you will take some more yarn and do the little dots on the top of the mushroom. So I just create a little knot, and you can just sew a little, you can just leave some out. I just like to make it a little more 3D by doing the knot. And you can do the dots however you want, or you don't have to do dots. I also kind of played with putting some beads on the yarn as I crochet and just having little beads, but I don't have any beads. And then how I'm going to do my next knot, since this is already on the project, is I'm simply going to just tie a knot while keeping it as close to the project as possible. You can put the dots wherever you want, as many as you want. I obviously did not tighten this enough. And there's the little dots. And now that you've done that, you just have to do that as many times as you want for the size garland you want. I believe the one I'm making is 6 feet. It could be 5. I'll have to measure and let you know. But I did 250 stitches for the length of the garland, and then I made 11 mushrooms. For the garland part, I just, like I said, I did 250 stitches, and then I did 2 extra to tighten at the end. And then for the tail, I just tied the knot as close to the base as I could, cut a tiny tail and singed it like I do with a lot of my other projects. And this is what you will use to hang it with, and that is on each side. And now I'm going to attach the mushrooms. So the way you're going to attach these to the garland, and you can do this however you want, this is just how I'm doing it. I'm going to go on one side of the circle and then up through the middle, and then find where I want to put it on the garland. And they're V's. So they have the 2 in the front. If you go under those, there's 1 in the back. So I'm going to leave that like that. Go through. Push that back down through the middle, and then come out on the opposite side. And right now this is really long. I don't want to waste that much yarn. And I'm probably going to leave them about that long. Like dangle. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I'm going to tie these together. And then cut off the tail. then you have a mushroom on the garland. And then you'll keep finding where you want to put them on the garland and place them on there. And then I will get back to you and show you what this looks like when they're all on. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Otherwise, let me know what you're currently working on, or just leave your favorite emoji. If you'd like to ask your questions in a more private setting, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'll have that linked in the description box below. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye!